Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. It's time for Mental Health Mondays with Ms. Parker. Ms. Parker, please take it away.
Happy Monday and happy Mental Health Monday. Today, I actually posted on our healing space for you to go and take a look at the post that is going to be spoken about in this conversation. I'm going to try to do that every Monday. It's just been really busy, but I hope that you've been getting some of the information that I've been trying to share with you. Today, I want to talk about something that I saw a few months ago when COVID first started and the unemployment was approved, the unemployment on the federal side, extra $600 a month. I do not come from a rich background. I have family members who've struggled financially their whole lives. And I've always practiced I was always thought being financially secure was important. And I think I've been pretty good with being mindful of my spending. I'm not a cheap person, but I am a planner. And I think that I've been pretty responsible was the word I'm looking for of my finances. So I was going through Instagram and looking up different things, and a gentleman who speaks about finances, I think I was Googling or looking up Financial Peace, which is one of my favorite books I was going to share with a friend. And Financial Peace talks about ways that you can live debt free, that you can build houses debt free, that you can become more financially literate. And so the gentleman had read the book and was sharing some of the practices that he found to be helpful for himself with people who were now coming into the new stages of their lives where they may have been struggling financially, but because of the additional $600 per month or week, that they could pull themselves out of that situation. And I wasn't shocked at the comments. I think I was just more disappointed because I know the things that he was saying and the information that he was giving are important information. And I know because I have applied some of those things in my own life and it works. But people felt like he was counting people's pockets. He needed to, that's a word we use, counting people's pockets. He needed to mind his business. Don't worry about where other people's money is going. He's not an expert. Just because someone is not an expert, but you see that they are wise in that area, it's okay for you to listen. You don't have to like the messenger for you to get the message. There are people with information that may not be certified or qualified. But if I'm doing something that works for me and I'm sharing it with you, it's called best practice in corporate America. If I have a best practice that works for me and I'm sharing it with you, who I am in my role doesn't matter if it works for me, if it's a practice that's working. And if you try it and it doesn't work, you can always do something else. But you shouldn't dismiss someone based on the fact that they're not a financial professional. But I think that in our community, I wanted to talk about this being a part of mental health. We struggle a lot in our community to even get adequate health care, mental health care, have a job that afford us the insurance to get those health care. So I know that we're struggling with a lot of different things. And our finances is one of those things that affects our health, our mental health. When you are struggling financially, nothing else in your life seems to be working. You can't be at peace in your life if peace is what you're going for. You can't have peace if you're financially unstable. So no one is saying that you should save enough money to go buy a Mercedes and save enough money to go buy a house, but save enough money so where next month rent is not a big deal, where you know you have enough to at least survive a few months. And that's what the book talks about. Financial Peace talks about having a savings for 3 to 6 months, a cushion that you can fall back on. So you're not back into your same situation that you were in before you received the additional $600. If you were making it without the 600 and now you're getting additional 600, half of that should be going to be in a savings account to where you're in a better situation because you weren't used to having that anyway. So you're not losing anything by saving half of it. I don't want to go on the rent because I think this is an important conversation. I think it needs to be had on a larger space and more time in a larger form. But just be mindful of that. When someone is giving you advice and it's something that you can use, pull your pride aside. I know sometimes we are feeling a lot of shame because sometimes we can be ashamed of where we are in life, the choices that we've made to get there. And we don't want to take accountability for being in that space. So everything feels like an attack. Everything is not. Sometimes people are just giving you information because they care. They found out information that works for them. When I find out something that works for me, I'm excited to share it. And just listen. You don't have to always take everything they say and apply it, but some of those things could apply to you.
Most definitely. I agree with that 100%. You can take bits and pieces of anything and apply it to your life. Well, Ms.
Exactly.
Parker, thank you for always giving us your knowledge and your perspective. For more information, go to Our Healing Space 2020 on Instagram. We'll be right back after this. Thank you, Ms. Parker.
Thank you.